Well, hi guys, it's Rob Doran here with part 2 of my look at various Kiss books which are in my collection. The first one I want to talk about today is by Jeff Suss and Kurt Gooch, and it's Kiss Alive Forever, the complete touring history. This is an American book. Came out in the early 2000s, this one. I believe just after the farewell tour, so it goes up from the earliest days of Kiss right up to the farewell tour, and I think it includes the private concert that Kiss put on in Jamaica for a Russian billionaire, which I believe was Tommy Thayer's first concert with the band. Yeah, I think so. So what I'm going to do is just talk to you a little bit about what the book involves and show you a few pages. But I don't like showing too much because it then stops you getting the book, doesn't it? There's tons of information in here. It basically lists every single Kiss gig with photographs taken from relevant concerts, things like set lists, who were the supporting bands, the promoter, the capacity of the venue, and there's some really fascinating old photographs there. Stuff you haven't really seen before. Let's find some good stuff for you. It covers, obviously, it covers the entire history. So there's a lot about the non-makeup days as well. It's every single tour that Kiss ever did, and like I said, there's some quite beautiful, rare photos. There's some rare ones there from the Dynasty tour. This one is getting quite hard to find now. I believe it's out of print, but this is one of the books which is one of the more well thought of Kiss books. It's full of stats, full of info. Very nice picture there of Gene's hair catching on fire in Ottawa, Ontario. So this one's definitely up there among the best Kiss books, in my opinion, certainly. Harder to find now. I believe it's out of print, but you can still pick this up sometimes on eBay, but expect to pay around about £30 to £40 for it, because like I say, it's getting quite hard to find this one, but a very excellent book, and very well researched and very well written by the authors. Hopefully they might do an update to it in the future, perhaps. This book is very rare. This is called Vintage Kiss Photos, and there's a sticker at the top which says unauthorized. This was written by who was it done by again? But it was Mark someone or other. Let me just double check. Mark Scalatino, who's a big photograph collector. Veteran photo archivist Mark Scalatino chronicles the early days of the hottest band in the land. Now, this book was banned very quickly after coming out. Kiss stomped on this due to, I think, copyright infringements with the photographs, i.e. people weren't getting full credit for the photos in here. But it's very good. It's quite similar to the Kiss years in some of the photo shoots that they've used. There you go, some nice, good quality reproductions of photos. This one's getting much more expensive now, this one. I know there have been some people trying to sell this for about $100 or £70. It's certainly not worth that, in my opinion. If you're a Kiss book collector, this is going to be in future years one of the trickier ones to get hold of. Great photos in it, but it is quite similar to some of the other Kiss photo books by Barry Levine, Chip Rock. There you go. They all tend to use a similar photo sessions, but they do these great ones from the Bravo photo session from 1980. So there you go. That's Vintage Kiss Photos. Well worth picking up if you can get it. This one here is another photo book by Chip Rock Dayton, who started taking pictures of Kiss in the early days at the Beacon Theatre, 1975, and so on. This is a lovely book, this one. This was released around the late 90s, this one, to coincide, 99. This is the first pressing of it. It's called Outtakes. and it's got a little bit about the photographer's early life, shooting bands like the Beatles and the Rolling Stones, and then he actually has sections on each of the concerts which he took photos of, so you do know where these pictures were taken, so it gives it a nice structured run through. There's some colour photographs as well, mixture of black and white and colour. Chiprock did take some rather fantastic photos of the band. There we go, double page spread of Gene. And like I said, it actually goes up to the farewell tour. So he did take photos of them then. Some candid shots. There we go. Some stuff from a Live 2 tour. But yeah, some different sort of pictures there to the ones you normally would get, and comes highly recommended. 2 seconds. Oh, sorry about that. There was somebody at my door. So where was I? I was at the Chiprock Dayton book. Yeah, so it's a very good photo book, this one. It's very similar in its feel to the Barry Levine photo book, which I showed on part 1. This one's a bit more of a story to it, because it actually sort of chronicles the actual gigs that he took pictures of, and it's got a lot about his early life. So if you're into photography in general, there's some quite good hints and tips. And if you just like looking at cool Kiss photos, it's another one to pick up. Okay, last couple. This is a UK copy of a very rare Swedish book, which was released 88, 89. This is Still on Fire. This one's got a signed autograph on it I managed to get in person in Nottingham from Bruce Kulick. And there you go, Kiss Still on Fire. Now this was the first Kiss book I ever owned, so it's got a lot of memories to it. In terms of the text, there are some factual errors to it, but this was all we had when we first started to like Kiss. I got into Kiss in about 87 along with my brother, and this was all we had. So this was the story, and these were the only photos that we really, apart from within magazines, didn't really see Kiss on TV in this country. So this is all we had. The internet wasn't yet around, so nowadays it's very easy to get photographs of bands and information, but back then, no. So this was pretty much our Bible. One of the great things in the back of this book is its section on the merchandise, and I remember us both sitting there and staring at this, going, where can we find these tour programs and posters and everything? But the thing that most impressed us was the bootleg section in the back, which lists all the really rare bootlegs that you could pick up, and this was just stuff we would never see. So this book's got a lot of really happy memories for me, and it's definitely worth picking up. I know there's a few of these on eBay at this particular minute in time. They go from about £10-12. This book new was £8.95, which is about $14. So this one's definitely worth picking up, in as much as for the merchandise section, more than the slightly factually incorrect story it tells. But it's a great book, and that one was written by who wrote this one? Dave Thomas and Anders Helm. This one's a bit of an unusual book because it's an auction book. Kiss auctioned off a lot of their old equipment, and costumes, and memorabilia at the Butterfields auction in 2000, and they produced an auction book, which is what I have here, to sell on. They did a hardcover version signed by Gene and Paul, and this one is a softback version, but it's very, very thick. But it's a beautiful book with the embossed characters on the back. So it's a big book, and it's got a lot of information in it. So it's stuff like it highlights the costumes which they were selling off from various tours. It's got the lot numbers and the estimate to how much they think that these things are going to go for. It's got things like old tour posters, Gene Simmons' box of posters he was selling off there, manuscripts, set designs, amplifiers used on tours and in recording sessions, blueprints, literally anything that you can think of when it comes to Kiss. There you go, there's some of their costumes from the Crazy Nights 87-88 World Tour. For me, who loves Asylum, there's some bits and pieces from the Asylum tour. This one comes up on eBay occasionally. It's not the easiest book to find. Look at this, Creatures of the Night stuff. Look at that. But it's probably, if I'm going to look through a Kiss book, this is my go-to book on Kiss. It's just, well, it's packed full of all the things you used to stare at in photographs. One day, hopefully, something will happen and there'll be a museum once the ban ends with all this stuff in. But the problem is because they sold it off, it's all privately owned. So how that'll happen, I don't know. But a band so visual as Kiss, with such a history, needs to have some lasting document of them. So all of the stuff which should be in a Kiss museum, you'll find in this fantastic book. Currently the signed version is tending to go for about £40. That version there I think I managed to pick up for about 25. So as you can see behind me, there's loads more Kiss stuff on the shelves, such as CK Lent's Kiss and Sell book, which I'll be talking to you about in part 3. But I hope you've enjoyed part 2, and talk to you all soon. Cheers.